What's good, everybody? It's your boy Show for the Beat, and I'm so happy to be back doing videos. You're welcome in advance. It's your boy. Alright, so I'm going to show you exactly how I animate my combo sequences, my fighting sequences, my little fighting scenes, whatever you want to call them. They are bootleg and they are amateur. However, by doing these types of things, I have actually been able to pre-study Procreate's new Procreate Dreams app coming out November 22nd, which actually animates with keyframes and allows you to animate much faster than before and with much more accuracy and with no detail drawbacks. Okay, it loads extremely fast. Anyway, getting off track here, here's how I animate. I'm gonna draw a random guy. Let's call him Lance. All right, cool. So we call him Lance. He got 2 cornrows, top of the head. Doesn't really matter too much. Hair on the top. He looks nice right now. I'm gonna just get rid of half of these lines. Give him a little more shape in the face and more volume. Don't really know what I'm doing on this part, actually. Let me just look real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna draw him facing forward, actually. His face is gonna be there looking at his opponent, but he's just standing there. He's not really doing anything. Let's give him some. My little pen smaller real quick. I didn't give him an earring. I give everyone earrings. This time I won't. Just do what I want. So here's where I start inking the drawing, and it's not important at all. It's just gonna be a demo. I'm just gonna make this guy really simple. I'm not gonna do too much detail, but I will make him facing the front. So in a couple seconds, I'm gonna speed up the footage. You're gonna just get the full-blown character, and I can show you how the animation begins with an image like this. So as this footage is speeding up, nothing here is really important. I just didn't want to cut the footage out. I didn't think it would make sense to skip this step. Inking is obviously very important, and I'm pretty sure everyone who draws knows how to do it by now. But if not, then you can see that I'm ignoring most of what I drew already, because I can just draw it from the top anyway, because it's not a very important drawing. It's not very detailed. It's just a bunch of lines, you know, and pretty easy. I actually got really lazy and duplicated the other shoe. So whatever. Yeah, I'm just doing this to show you guys how it's done. Give him a little facial expression real quick. Blank one. So now we have our drawing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go throw some colors in right after I put the make his chin bigger. I don't really care. The hoodie's gonna be light green. We got dark blue for the pants, kind of like a little ocean blue, cyan, cerulean. I'm not sure. Teal? I don't know. So I'm just coloring, I'm just dropping and dragging and dropping, nothing special. But actually, if you notice closely, I didn't do the front of his feet. So later on in this video, you're gonna see that he has nothing in his sandals. It's pretty funny. Flip-flops, I mean. Give him red eyes, why not? A reason to wear red on this outfit. Another red thing right here. I stole the color from the hair and colored the rest of the hair with it. We got our character now. We have Lance the boy, all right? So now, I'm gonna cut his head off and make it stay in the background so only his clothes will move when I animate them. And only his clothes. Only his hoodie and only his jeans, as you can see here. His feet are gonna not move and his head is not gonna move. If I wanted to do this a little more correct, I could have moved his hair in the wind also, but whatever. So the goal here is to make copies of your image that does not consist of his head and feet, and you want to make copies of his outfit, and in each frame you just move the outfit a little bit via warp. That's it. That's the easiest one without having to make the character move and draw them 5,000 times. Just standing there, closer moving for him. You see it a lot in anime. A lot of Japanese animations, they like to have the person standing there, but only the thing that needs to move moves. It's very cheap. The way they, not cheap. It's not cheap. It's very time consuming and money saving. So as you see here, I just dragged the image a little bit, just a little bit, as if the wind was blowing it. And I'm going to speed up the footage. I'm just going to do this a bajillion times. Nothing special about it. You can see the onion layer behind him, knowing that means that that's what the next image will look like when I move to the next frame. So I go to the next frame. And I go, why it takes so long to do that? Anyway, I go into the next frame and I see that the previous frame is where I am now not trying to have his clothes be at. So I'm gonna move his clothes just a little bit more to the right, just to make it look like his clothes are actually moving and getting stuck on that left leg of his over there. Doesn't really matter what else is going on. Rinse and repeat quite a few times. I'm gonna skip the footage now. So I just keep going, keep moving it just a little bit, and then when I play the frames, it will look like a gust of wind is blowing his clothes. This is obviously sped up, so you're gonna be able to see it in just a little bit, but that's pretty much it. It looks like it's kind of real, not really. He's just standing there, not really doing much. You never know what he has. He could have 2 knives in his pockets, you never know. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting rid of all of the grouped files and turning them all to be individual, so I copied and pasted them a few times. I only drew 6 frames. I only drew 1 frame, but I animated 6 of them, and now there's 24 of them just chilling there. Well, there will be after this. Now that my standing animation is exported, I know I need one more animation. That animation is going to be when he gets hurt, aka hit stun. If you get hit in a video game, you vibrate a tiny bit, you can't move for a tiny bit, and the whole reason a combo is even executable is because if I hit you again before you recover from getting hit the first time, that's going to be 2 hits before you can recover. The whole point of a combo is to hit the shit out of people before they can be like, all right, you hit me, I'm going to come back and beat you up more. In real life, it's akin to getting hit and then pulling out your knife. Okay, now you have the upper hand for a little bit, you know what I mean? You don't want that from the other person, so you beat the shit out of them the first chance you get. So, I'm playing around with this guy. I want to make him bend a little bit, like his body bend over, or even like, you know, kind of like that, but I don't want to turn him into a flat image. I want to just, this is kind of funny looking, actually. That is funny. What'd you say? Huh? There we go. Wait. All right, that's good enough. I don't feel like drawing him in another position, so here we go. So this is where the things start to get funny. I can start drawing effects on a character. I can start making them explode or whatever, but today I'm just going to make his position change a million times in a row. And I realized that the first one's still on background from the other animation. So now he's just sitting there vibrating in place, and I'm going to copy and paste 4 times in a row, have more frames show up, so I don't have to copy and paste so much. Why am I yawning so much? You see that? You see that combo path? So now that we drew Lance, I have Black Link here. This is his stance right here. I messed up on the leg, so I just kept it the way it was. I did enough drawing for this one. I only drew like 2 images or something, but the hair makes it look like it's more images because the hair is different frame every time. So I'm exporting Black Link, and I'm gonna put him in this also. So I'm gonna just skip to where we actually need to start animating. So for this background, I took an image from Google real quick, a little GIF, and the GIFs are nice because you can replay GIFs over and over, kind of like my animations. So you can make the level animate itself for as long as you want. It's pretty nice. You could also do this if you drew your own image on Procreate and then just made 3 or 4 frames of the fire and then exported it as a GIF. Because if you export it as a GIF that way, then you can repeat it as long as, like, also, as you can see, I can make it as long as I need. The first thing you want to do is you want to put your character in, and you want to see how big they're going to be compared to the screen, compared to the background, compared to how much screen your thing captures.
So
So the height matters at this point because you want the character to be able to jump and get thrown across the stage and get comboed across the stage, blah, blah, blah. This is I usually would have them smaller than this, but let me just have them be like this so you can be easier when I close up in post. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know how you're gonna start. So I already know how I always start them. I always zoom in and do a little pan to the right or to the left or something like that. I don't know why the fuck I'm so tired. I hate when I do this. Every time I talk for a long time, I get tired. I don't get it. It's so weird. Am I getting old or something? Anyway, I'm going to copy and paste this a few times in a row. So when I play this back, he animates 3 times in a row. And I don't have to actually put each frame there. I used to put each frame there and then get too tiring to do this. You see how I'm dragging that chain? Procreate allows you to do this in Procreate Dreams with way less effort than I have right now. I gotta do keyframes, I gotta put it here, put it there. Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. The chain is supposed to have Black Link on the chain to lunge him towards the opponent. So I'm gonna drop Black Link over here, but he'll be off screen when he's not. You won't be able to see him when he's off screen because I'm gonna zoom into the camera, give it some camera work. So I need him to be able to zoom in. Oh my God, his image is still here. Hold on one sec. So without further ado, we have the background animated already because you got to download the GIF. The claw comes in. He comes in on the claw. All of these keyframes are going to just have him move over. As you can see, I am now moving the opponent after the fact. I need him to get hit by Black Link. So I dragged my opponent to where Black Link is. I dragged Lance to where Black Link's hits connect. And I can do the keyframes later on. I could have done more, and I will do more in actual animations. But for now, showing you a little demo. So I drew Black Link attacking about 6 times, so I can just drag him across the screen as he does it. So I'm just gonna copy and paste Lance because I didn't animate him long enough. It would have been much easier if I did. So normally I have like maybe 50 frames of him just vibrating. Each time that big ass hand strikes, that's where he's gonna send him flying, and then those 2 hands are gonna catch him with an X. So it's hit, throw away, hit, throw away, hit, throw away, and then he does a little special attack right here. So the way to make these hits look more impactful is how to have the keyframes on the entire image, not just the background. I'll show you that in a bit too. So right here, we got it. Boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, blah, blah, blah. So you know that it looks a little bit slower, so I can easily speed that up in post. So I'm gonna go to the actual video now. I'm gonna export this, I'm gonna start zooming in, and you're gonna see a big difference when I show you the finished product. All I'm gonna do is export it and then re-import it to itself. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, here we go. We're gonna zoom into the guy. At first, we're gonna do the keyframe so it stays there at the very beginning. That's where it starts from, and this is where it's gonna end right here. And I'm gonna have, when you see him enough on the screen, it's gonna move a tiny bit less, a little bit slower. So it's gonna be pretty cool to look at. You hit the play button, like that. Black Link's like, man, I'm gonna get you, bro. So I'm gonna cut to make this earlier, make this happen faster. He's just sitting there for now. There we go, looks better. So we got him coming through. Shoom, 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 shoom. Oh wait, hold on one second, guys. Let me try this again. My name is Lance. Well, my name is Black Link, bitch. I'm in Cypher Gang, you ain't. Cut his ass up. Boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. So, now when you export it, it actually looks a lot smoother. So that's why I can animate. That's the only reason why. I don't really know. I know how to do it, and I don't have enough time to do it meticulously. But when it's time to go, I know how to get it done the right way. But this is the easy, simple version. I do this in my YouTube intros. I do it as a commission. I do people's little YouTube intros and stuff like that, beat people up. But anyway, so yeah, that's how you do it. Check my Twitter if you want to see the actual video in its entirety. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Go on my Patreon. You want to learn more, you want to see more exclusive stuff just for you guys. I will be doing these long types of videos at least once a week from now on for the rest of my life, because drawing is fun. I'm all about it. I want to make my stuff happen one day too. So we're going to make that shit go. Procreate Dream app, thank you in advance. It's going down. And everyone else, you are welcome. All right.
Don't talk about it, we actually do it. Don't rap about it, we actually move it. Don't talk about it, we actually don't rap about it, we actually move it. Don't talk about it, we actually don't rap about it, we actually move it.
Subscribe to Beatdown. Subscribe to my nigga Shofu the Beatdown, bro. Okay. Why?